Unveiling the darkness, the murder of Zazelle Preston. In the quiet town of Anaheim, California, a chilling tragedy unfolded. It was the murder of Zazelle Preston, a young mother of 3. Amid the festive cheer of Christmas, her life was snuffed out, creating ripples of horror and sympathy. Zazelle, a woman of spirit and determination, was a student at Cypress College. She was pursuing her dream, planning to support her family and escaping the clutches of domestic abuse. Her radiant smile hid a grim reality, an abusive marriage that would lead to her untimely death. Her husband, William Wallace, was an ever-looming shadow. Reports of violence and threats were frequent, but like many victims of abuse, Zazelle was silent, bearing her cross with quiet resilience. Her silence, however, was a ticking time bomb, one that would soon explode. On the fateful day of December 25, 2011, a chilling 911 call was received. It was Wallace, who reported his wife was unconscious. The paramedics arrived to a macabre scene, Zazelle's lifeless body, injuries suggesting a struggle, a murder most foul. What really transpired that night? An argument that escalated into violence, a fatal blow that took Zazelle's life. The law enforcement officials established a timeline, piecing together a puzzle, aiming to unveil the truth behind Zazelle's untimely death. Zazelle was beaten to death by her husband on Christmas Eve. He dragged her lifeless body to bed for the night. On Christmas morning, he once again dragged her body to the living room, where he would prop her body in a sitting position and order their children to open gifts in front of himself and their deceased mother. He stated coldly to the children that "Mommy ruined Christmas." The investigation uncovered multiple instances of abuse. It should also be noted that Wallace had previously been jailed for attacking Zazelle. Zazelle's pleas for help were buried under fear and hope for change. The haunting question remained: could her death have been prevented? Could intervention have saved her life, or was it a tragedy waiting to unfold? Witnesses came forward. Accounts of past violence corroborated, painting a chilling picture of Wallace's abuse. The evidence against him was mounting. The courtroom was abuzz, justice was demanded, and the public waited with bated breath for the verdict. The trial was a battleground of facts and emotions. The defense argued an accident, while the prosecution painted a grim picture of a murder. The jury listened, deliberated, and the verdict was handed down. Wallace was found guilty of second-degree murder. He is due to be released from prison in 2036. In the aftermath of the trial, increased efforts were made to support victims of abuse. Hotlines, support groups, shelters, all saw an uptick in activity. Zazelle's death was not in vain. It sparked change, a heightened awareness of domestic violence. Zazelle's children, robbed of their mother, were left to grapple with her loss. They bear the scars of their mother's murder, a gruesome reminder of the violence they witnessed. Their resilience, however, is testament to their mother's spirit, her strength living on in them. Her legacy, whilst born from tragedy, has become a symbol of hope and change. She has become a beacon for victims of domestic abuse, her story serving as a stark reminder of the importance of intervention and support. Unveiling the darkness, the murder of Zazelle Preston is a tragic story that demands our attention. It compels us to act, to intervene, to stop the cycle of domestic violence. Zazelle's story is a call to action, a battle cry for change. Let us heed that call.